This is Italian Football Lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 18 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. Thanks so much. Let's start with Frankfurt. Borussia Dortmund came off. Frankfurt is going to be at home. They are on the third spot. They are going on so good this season. The Frankfurt team won versus 1-0 some Pauli in away game. Before they lost against 2-1 Leipzig in away game. They lost against 3-1 Mainz at home. And at the same time they won versus 4-1 Freiburg in last match at home. And Borussia Dortmund is going down and down. They have so big problems related to team defense, and they conceded so many goals. They lost against 4-2 Holstein Kiel in last away game. They lost against 3-2 Leverkusen at home. Before they won versus 3-1 Wolfsburg in away game, my dear friends. And Dortmund could get just one victory in away games, my dear friends. In my opinion, Frankfurt will make the advantage of playing at home. I don't rely on this Borussia Dortmund team after that. I want to take a chance to Frankfurt for victory. Frankfurt 3, Borussia Dortmund 2 is my prediction for this game. Heidenheim, Pauli, off. Heidenheim and Pauli has 14 points. They are on the same points and they are in so hard relegation struggle. Heidenheim is going to be at home. They won versus 2-0 Union Berlin in last match at home. They staked over against 3-3 Werder Bremen in last away game. But before Heidenheim lost against 3-1 Stuttgart at home. And they lost against 4-0 Frankfurt at home. And Pauli team got all the victories in away games, but they lost against 1-0 Bochum in last away game. Before they won versus 1-0 Stuttgart in away game. Pauli lost against 1-0 Frankfurt in last match at home. They lost against 2-0 Werder Bremen at home, my dear friends. Again, so challenging game is awaiting us. Any result is possible in that game. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. This is so risky game. But my prediction is going to be draw for that game. Draw. Heidenheim 1, Pauli 1. And Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg off. Bayern Munich is going to be at home. Bayern Munich is at the top position. They are the best team of Bundesliga for sure. They will win the title likely this season. And Bayern Munich won versus 5-1 Leipzig at home. They won against 5-0 Hoffenheim in last match at home. They won versus 1-0 Gladbach in away game. Wolfsburg is good and quality team. They won versus 5-1 Gladbach in last match at home. But before they lost against 3-1 Dortmund at home. But Wolfsburg won versus 1-0 Hoffenheim in last away game. Before they lost against 3-2 Freiburg in away game. But Bayern Munich is stronger and better team than Wolfsburg in every way. They will win over against Wolfsburg easily. Bayern Munich 4, Wolfsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. Holstein Kiel, Hoffenheim. Holstein Kiel got 2 consecutive victories at home. They won versus 5-1 Augsburg at home. They won against 4-2 Dortmund in last match at home. Holstein Kiel is playing better at home. They got all the victories at home. They are second to last on the point table. They have 11 points. And my dear friends, Holstein Kiel lost against 4-1 Gladbach in away game. They lost against 3-2 Freiburg in last away game. Hoffenheim is going down and down. They are third to last on the point table. They have 14 points. They couldn't get any victory in Bundesliga for a long time. They are going through so hard process, so poor process. And Hoffenheim team lost against 2-1 Gladbach at home. They lost against 1-0 Wolfsburg in last match at home. They lost against 2-0 Mainz in away game. They stayed draw against Dortmund 1-1 in away game. My dear friends, again so challenging game is awaiting us. These two teams are in so hard relegation battle. But when we consider about Holstein Kiel's last game performances at home, I want to take a chance to Holstein Kiel for victory just by 1 goal difference. Holstein Kiel 2, Hoffenheim 1 is my prediction for this game. Stuttgart, Freiburg off. Stuttgart is going to be at home and Stuttgart won versus 2-1 Leipzig in last match at home. But before they lost against 1-0 Pauli at home, Stuttgart team won against 1-0 Augsburg in last away game. And Freiburg is playing better at home. They got bad results in away games. They lost against 5-1 Leverkusen in away game. They lost against 4-1 Frankfurt in last away game. Freiburg won versus 3-2 Holstein Kiel in last match at home. But in my opinion, Stuttgart will make the advantage of playing at home and they will win over against Freiburg. Stuttgart 3, Freiburg 1 is my prediction for this game. Bochum, Leipzig. Bochum is at the bottom of the point table. They got 2 victories so far this season in Bundesliga. They got these 2 victories at home. They won versus 2-0 Heidenheim at home. They won against Pauli 1-0 in last match at home. Bochum lost against 2-0 Mainz in away game. Before they stayed draw against Union Berlin 1-1 in away game. Leipzig team is playing better at home. They won versus 4-2 Werder Bremen at home. They won against 2-1 Frankfurt at home. But Leipzig lost against 2-1 Stuttgart in last away game. Before they lost against 5-1 Bayern Munich in away game. But my dear friends, however, Leipzig is stronger and better team than Bochum. Leipzig is on the 4th spot. I want to take a chance to Leipzig for victory. Bochum nil, Leipzig 2 is my prediction for this game. Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach. Off. Leverkusen is going to be at home. They are on the 2nd spot and Leverkusen is playing for the title. Nevertheless, they got back-to-back victories. They won versus 5-1 Freiburg at home. They won against 1-0 Mainz in last match at home. They won versus 2-0 Augsburg in away game. Mönchengladbach is playing way more better at home, but they could get just 2 victories in away games. They won versus 2-1 Hoffenheim in away game, but they lost against 5-1 Wolfsburg in last away game. Gladbach team lost against 1-0 Bayern Munich in last match at home before they won versus 4-1 Kiel at home. But Leverkusen is stronger and better team than Mönchengladbach. They will make the advantage of playing at home. They are at good form. Because of that, Leverkusen will win over against Mönchengladbach. Leverkusen 3, Mönchengladbach 1 is my prediction for this game. Union Berlin Mainz. Off. As I remember, Union Berlin couldn't get any victory in Bundesliga in the last 10 games. They are really passing through so poor, so bad process. And they got back-to-back defeats. They lost against 2-0 Heidenheim in away game. They lost against 2-1 Augsburg 2-0. They lost against 2-0 Augsburg in last away game. They lost against 2-0 Heidenheim in last away game. And Union Berlin before state draw against 1-1 Bochum at home. They lost against 2-1 Leverkusen at home. And Mainz is good and quality team. They are stronger and better team than Union Berlin. Mainz won versus 3-1 Frankfurt in away game, but they lost against 1-0 strong opponent Leverkusen in last away game. Mainz won versus 2-0 Bochum at home. Before Mainz won against 2-1 Bayern Munich at home. Strong opponent Bayern Munich. But my dear friends, this game is gonna be so hard clash. And please don't forget that draw is possible in that game. I see draw is possible in that match. But my dear friends, I don't count on Union Berlin so much. Because of that, just by 1 goal difference, I want to take a chance to Mainz for victory. Union Berlin 1, Mainz 2 is my prediction for this game. Werder Bremen, Augsburg. This is the last match of the week. Werder Bremen is going to be at home. Werder Bremen won versus 4-1 Union Berlin at home, but they stayed draw against Heidenheim 3-3 in last match at home. They lost against 4-2 Leipzig in last away game. Augsburg got the victory after a long time. They won versus 2-0 Union Berlin in last away game. But before Augsburg lost against 5-1 Kiel in away game. They lost against 2-0 Leverkusen at home. They lost against 1-0 Stuttgart in last match at home. Augsburg is close to relegation zone. But Werder Bremen is stronger and better team than Augsburg. But again, so hard, so demanding game is awaiting us, my dear fans. Please don't forget that maybe draw is possible in that game. But nevertheless, with home advantage, I want to take a chance to Werder Bremen for victory just by 1 goal difference. Werder Bremen 2, Augsburg 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this match day 18 games of Bundesliga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click the like button, it makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye!